First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Where there is love, there is life. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of nonviolence to cover impotence. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. You can chain me. You can torture me. You can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. Prayer is not asking, it is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. We may stumble and fall but shall rise again. It should be enough if we did not run away from the battle. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender, for it is all give and no take. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. Always aim at complete harmony of thought and word and deed. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Confession of errors is like a broom which sweeps away the dirt and leaves the surface brighter and clearer. I feel stronger for confession. If we are to teach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. It is easy enough to be friendly to one's friends, but to befriend the one who regards himself as your enemy is the quintessence of true religion. The other is mere business. We may never be strong enough to be entirely nonviolent in thought, word and deed. But we must keep nonviolence as our goal and make strong progress towards it. Man is supposed to be the maker of his destiny. It is only partly true. He can make his destiny only insofar as he is allowed by the great power. As human beings, our greatness lies not so much in being able to remake the world, that is the myth of the atomic age, as in being able to remake ourselves. The main purpose of life is to live rightly, think rightly, act rightly. The soul must languish when we give all our thought to the body. There is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. There is an orderliness in the universe. There is an unalterable law governing everything and every being that exists or lives. It is no blind law, for no blind law can govern the conduct of living beings. If a man reaches the heart of his own religion, he has reached the heart of the others, too. There is only one God, and there are many paths to Him. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. But all other pleasures and possessions pale into nothingness before service which is rendered in a spirit of joy. What difference does it make to the dead, the orphans, and the homeless, whether the mad destruction is wrought under the name of totalitarianism or the holy name of liberty or democracy? I do not want to foresee the future. I am concerned with taking care of the present. God has given me no control over the moment following. Non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. We should meet abuse by forbearance. Human nature is so constituted that if we take absolutely no notice of anger or abuse, the person indulging in it will soon weary of it and stop. I took the vow of celibacy in 1906. I had not shared my thoughts with my wife until then, but only consulted her at the time of making the vow. She had no objection. It is the duty of every thoughtful Indian not to marry. In case he is helpless in regard to marriage, he should abstain from sexual intercourse with his wife. I have nothing new to teach the world. Truth and non-violence are as old as the hills. All I have done is to try experiments in both on as vast a scale as I could. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.